100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big scam, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause I...
Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They go play action with Trubisky. Completes this one to Meredith. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Cameron Meredith. 57 yards, and the Eagles have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Smith under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That'll be complete to Breida. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
He's not going to get me.
Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Here's Trubisky to throw. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
A carry here for the big tight end. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I'd just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation.
And he's in. Touchdown. Eagles. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. On 2nd and 11 now. Smith toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some...
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. N'Keal Harry. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now a first down carry, it's Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 41, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, 41 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. He'll find Harry on the right side. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going to look deep for more. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough.
And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 31, Smith, and his pass incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing on third down, Smith. And that's complete. It's Sims. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Charles Sims, 69 yards. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. On second down, Michel. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. On third down, Trubisky. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ja'Kai Polite brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. That's pulled in at the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Devin Singletary with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Trubisky now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's going to fire one into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a three?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Here's Trubisky, flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel, and it's 3rd down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Trubisky to throw, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Reuben Foster gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Throwing here, Trubisky, and he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kick. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So we're at halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Smith. Flushed out right. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
First carry in the league here for David Montgomery, the man out of Iowa State. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offensive coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Smith, they'll roll him out right. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Dancing to his left. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, it's Smith. Got a man, that's Quinn. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Crosby with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he stopped immediately there. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Throwing on second down. Trubisky escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. That's caught left side, Arcega-Whiteside. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 20. And he's going to go down again. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
But it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the deep...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now it's 3rd down. And the blitz does come. And he's got his target. That's more. And now look at him go. He's at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards. in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Ja'Kai Polite in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action. It's Smith to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Smith now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now it's Trubisky. That'll be complete to Breida. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll find Harry on the right side. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 45 on 2nd down, Smith. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing is Smith. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. 21 yards there on 3rd down. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Trey Quinn, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a first and 10. Trubisky will throw. Oh, he stays up. Flush to his right. Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They're going on fourth down. It's Trubisky. He finds Coleman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be second and goal. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Set. 50. Plant. X3. 218. Chop.
Now it's Smith. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 71 yards. And now the Redskins, if they hit the PAT, they will have the lead. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Trubisky. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky, and that's complete to Croft. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now Trubisky to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case, remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
Trubisky to throw. The quick slant caught. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Smith. Now a desperation throw deep down and got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. One last throw here for Smith. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together?